at Rockstar. It's the fake Rockstar chat show. Pensieri Tangentiali, formerly known as Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. We should be working on a podcast next week, and I got a way of like work on it. Well, I had an idea, so I'm thinking about doing that. It made me feel like the best way to kind of go about it. So, thanks for ordering books. Thanks for ordering merch. Make sure when you order your books and merch, you do an unboxing video, and then you do a reaction, and try it on. Try the merch on, see how it fits well. We're doing oversized shirts. All the shirts are oversized, except for one. I'm about to archive that one. But yeah. So let's get into this. So, update on Metroid Prime Remastered. All right, I beat Meta Ridley, but the game's not over. Okay, so I just I guess okay. I'm gonna just post the footage. Like I just gotta link the footage together and then post that, and I can do that from my iPad. So that's what I'll probably do. I'll take the time to do that. So mind you, I had all 11. Well, there are 12 Kozo artifacts, right? So after I beat the I think it was like right before the Omega period or right after the Omega, like after I left the phase on Mons. After I left the phase on Mons, okay. Matter of fact, it was when I went from in the phase on Mons, when I got from one save point to that second save point, yeah, after that I was just on some, man, let me just go and try to do some other stuff. So actually, I don't need the Switch right now. I'm not, I don't know, we'll see. So when I first went to the phase on Mines, I was like, yo, they're going from one save point to that second save point, the gauntlet, right? There was that. So after that, I was like, bro, I had to chill for a little bit. And so I just took the time to start going back to those places that either one that you couldn't go to, that you can go to now. And again, especially like once you unlock, the plasma beam, and let's see here. I took some screenshots and I took whatchamacallit. Let me see, what's this? So I think that goes with that. This is afterwards. What's yours? Okay. So before this, oh no, this is afterwards. Oh, did I delete the other screenshot? Okay. I was basically at 69%. I was at 69% after 20 hours and 27 minutes. But, okay, no. I was at 69% at 20 hours even, right? So my thing was, I didn't know where the artifact was. There were two artifacts in the Phazon Mines. The thing was, I was there, but it said a research room. There's two research rooms. There's an Omega research room and there's an Elite research room. So I was like, oh, I didn't know which one it was, and I wasn't thinking this is what I had to do. So, but it's one of those. If you would have read it, anything you're going through, somebody went through 7 years ago and read it. If you would have read it, then it would have said Bendesium, and then it was like, oh, since this is made of Bendesium, I can get rid of it, get through it if I drop into a morph and press R, right? So there was that. But I didn't read it. I just scanned it and I left it alone, right? There was that. So the next part was, oh, also, I hope you're appreciating the background here. Like, I hope you're appreciating the background. I made this background yesterday and I forgot to use it when I did the little update. So there was that. So I went all the way back to Talon Overworld, right? Now, mind you, to go from Talon Overworld straight to Phazon, it goes Phazon Mines East, and you got to go through the water. So mind you, I went all the way through the water, right? I got all the way back to whatchamacallit. I returned all the artifacts except for one. So then I'm like, oh, and then it was like, yo, you got to go over here for that last one in the Phazon Mines. So I get the very last artifact, right? So, but this time I go all the way back. I go back through the water. I go all the way back. And then Because it's the first research room. I think it's the elite research room. That first research room that you gotta go around, wrap around this and the third, go through all the troopers again, go right back there, and then you go into a more bar, press R, and then the mega pirate comes out. No, 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 no. It's not the mega pirate. It's an elite pirate. So the elite pirate ain't that bad. The other elite pirate had the rockets on it. This elite pirate don't got the rockets, but it just be Hulk smash. Like it just be pounding the ground. Like as soon as that thing come out, it just start pounding the ground, right? So, but I wasn't scared of it. Not to be scared of anything, but I just like, all right, it's cool. So there was that. Uh, so, but once you beat it, the artifact just pops up right there. So I got that artifact, and then actually, I'm kind of. Oh, I think on my way back, I was like, I'm not going through that water again, and so I think on my way back, I just went to the. I went to the one jump, and how did I go back, bro? I went to like there's one set of James like if you go to the elevator, like one sent you here. Oh, okay. Basically, I think when instead of going to the Phazon Mines East, there's also another Kozo Ruins elevator. So I just went instead of going back to the whatchamacallit, I just went to the Kozo Ruins elevator and then I just went to the Kozo and then back to the whatchamacallit. So I went back to the ship, and so at this point it was like uh I think it said like 70%, right? I think it says like 70%. And I have that screenshot. Yeah, yeah, okay. So this is before. This is before I go fight the whatchamacallit, right? So this is after I get that last artifact I save. And so it's 70% complete after 20 hours and 27 minutes. And I have 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 energy tanks, right? So I took a screenshot, and then that was after I got the last artifact, go to the ship, save. Now, from the ship, this time, like usually when you go to the Kozo Ruins for the artifact, you gotta like scan the totems and like, all right, the artifact of strength, the artifact of wild, the artifact of this, like you have returned and then you have returned power to the totem, right? So there's that. So, okay, this is the first one. I'm trying to figure out how I should show it. But I gotta piece it together and I'm gonna post it. So when you first walk in there, so this time when you walk in there, there's nothing to scan. It just goes straight to the cut screen and then you go straight into the boss. And so the boss is Meta Ridley. So I'm trying to figure out when do I want to talk about this. I'll just talk about it now. So the whole time playing this, I did remember I've only played one Metroid game on Game Boy Advance. And I do remember the end of that game, like facing Ridley, right? But I didn't really understand. I still didn't understand Metroid then, and I just barely understand it now. But it was this dragon, bro. Like I just remember on Game Boy, bro, and I'm not sure how long it took. I just remember it taking an extremely long time. And just so mind you, on the Game Boy, there's not all this 3D and open world, none of that, right? So I just remember me being on one side of the screen, and then on this side of the screen, the dragon took the whole thing, bro. Ridley took the whole side. Like I just remember facing Ridley on Game Boy Advance, and on this whole side of the screen was the dragon. On this side of the screen was just me trying to bounce around and just shooting whatchamacallits. You should stop watching me. You're blocked. So, from there, I just remember taking a long time, like Ridley being on this side of the screen and just taking up this whole side of the screen. And then me just being over here, just jumping up and down, just trying to timing it right. So the other time that they showed this dragon, and I didn't know what it was, right? I think it was somewhere in Phendrana Drifts, which is the cold place. Somewhere in the cold place, Phendrana Drifts, it was, I'm not sure when it happens, but like there's a cut screen and then you see the dragon like fly across, right? There's that. That was, I think that was, I think one time you seen it or whatever, right? So then it was, okay, so the dragon flies across. After that, you don't really see it again. So this is the second time it like popped up. It may have popped up maybe one more time, but I didn't really pay too much attention to it. Cause it's just like a cut screen, it just like flies across and there's no interaction with it. So this time, Medler really pops up. And so like I have it here. So this time. So this time when you walk in, there is no totem to whatchamacallit. So usually you got to scan one of the joints and return the totem to the power thing, right? Usually you have to do that. But this time, all of them just end up lighting up. I had all the artifacts. I only had one more left, but I finally got that last one. So that's the first part of it. Cause okay, it took me 4 times. I know for sure. It took me 4 times. After that, let me see, is it this one? Yeah. Again, I'm gonna put all this together and then I'm gonna just post it. So immediately, like remember, I had 11 of the artifacts, and then I had to go back get the last one. And so when you get that, when I got that last artifact, when I came into the ruin place this time to return it, it goes straight into this cut screen. And so I was trying to like make sure I can record all of it or as much as I can. So there's really popping up again. And then I think I got a couple more videos. What's this one? Oh, this is more. This is still like when it really comes in. And that's literally how it starts, right? That's how the battle starts. Now from there, I think was this my first time? This is my first time, I think. I was close, if I can even show this, right? This is like one of my times. I had 2 energy tanks left. Oh no, this is me trying to. Okay, this might be my first time. Might be like my second time. Cause like I just recorded, or I don't know. I don't know. But when you're fighting it, at first he's like flying through the air, but then there's a period of time like when the health getting low, like you see how low the health is. Now that was the other thing about this. Like as I was doing it, it was I did pretty good. So this is how I knew like, all right, I'm decent. You know, like the Omega Pirate. When I faced Omega Pirate, I was like, bro, I was like, there gotta be another way to try this, right? Oh, I am so crazy, bro. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. This joint is. I messed up on the pole. Thanks for ordering, bro. How did I? That joint said thanks. Books. How did I put? I typed thanks to again. Merch. And then that thing was not making sense, bro. Okay. Shorts. Okay. Now. So yeah, at first he's just like in the air and then it drops him to the ground. I think that's this one, right? That was that one. And then what's this? Oh, this is just me showing you that I wasn't even using like the whatchamacallit, bro. Like you can see my thing is full here. Like it's full. You see 145 out of 140, right? It's full. And look at the health. The health was just already low. And my health was high. So like I was handling it. It was like, it was, I'm not gonna say it was easy, but it was all right. It was all right. Then what's this one? Okay, that's the first part. And then this is a screenshot. This is just a screenshot to show like, I have 10 energy tanks and I was basically almost done. So I have 10 energy tanks, but you see it's basically almost done. And I still had 7 energy tanks left. So it wasn't that bad. These 2, I think both of these. This is the end of it. This is me when I finally got it. So then this happens. That happens. That's how you. That's beating it. And then from there, this the little whatchamacallits pop up. Do it show it? Okay. I thought I was about to have to fight a whole bunch of Kozo ghosts. I was about to say, son, are you serious? Mind you, because it like beating that whatchamacallit wasn't that bad. So then that's the next part of it. Again, I'm gonna stitch these together and then post this whole thing together. Do I not? Oh, I didn't get the back. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, after that, it says you just step into that, and then it's the impact crater. You're on the inside of that, and there's a save immediately right there. So I just saved. So again, I'm not sure like what's to come in just in the third. Now that was Meta Ridley, and it didn't seem that bad. So the thing is, I'm assuming that there's another Ridley, right? Hold on, let me see how much I got. I think it still says 70%. So mind you, that was after that was before I beat Ridley. And then this time, so yeah, before I beat Ridley, I was at 70%. After I beat Ridley, it's still at 70%. So there's 30% more of the game. There's 30% more of the game. I'm at the impact crater, which is like right there. So I don't know what's left and what's coming. So the impact crater, Ridley. Now again, thinking about, let me try to say, it wasn't that bad, right? So that, what does this make me think about? It makes me think about like Ridley was like that last final boss or whatever. Oh, I gotta check out the power percentage. Close, 23%. Really was that like that final boss on whatchamacallit? Turn off. So that's what I remember on Game Boy. So there was, it said Meta Ridley. So other than that, um, damn, I'm trying to think of this shit. There was Meta Ridley. Well, I'm trying to like compare it to earlier in the game. You had the Elite Pirate, and then like even again you had to face the Elite. There's Elite Alpha Pirate or whatever, but it didn't have the stuff on its back. So, and then you had the Omega Pirate. So I'm there. Like even though it just did that whole little blast thing, I'm not sure if there's going to be another version or another Ridley, but that's going to be even more daunting than that one. That was just like a pre, like a warm up, like yeah, this is what's coming type of thing. So again, there's 30% more of the game, and I'm not sure like what else is there, like what else is about to happen. Like I don't know, because it says completion. It says at 70%. Now I know for sure like I probably haven't gotten all the energy tanks. I think they said you can have 14. I got 10. I saw somebody whatchamacallit, and they had like 185. They had 40 more. So that's 8 more of those expansions that I don't have either. So those are things I don't know. I don't know what this impact rate is about. There's still a little bit of part of the. If I go to, I was looking at how much of the map, and then on the, I think it's in Kozo Ruins. There's still like, so granted, I feel like I went through all parts of like everywhere on the map, except I think on Kozo Ruins there's like a tunnel that I still haven't been able to get to or been or whatever. So there's that. Um, and then I'm pretty sure somebody else has also probably noticed this. Like in the water, at some point when you're going through that whole little water thing, there is there's a door. Like and actually like on the map, it it has like a slight little bulge right there, but there's nothing. There's nothing to do with that around that door, and it's covered. But there is a door underwater, and but it doesn't have power or anything, and it doesn't react to anything. So I'm not sure what's up with that, but I just noticed that. I noticed it a while ago, but I just didn't smoke on it. But all right, now it's time to just like, I think that's it. I gotta stitch those visual files together. I'm not that pressed about that. I'm gonna stitch that together. Or yeah, I'm gonna just stitch that together. I'm gonna try to. Anything else? All I gotta do now is just journal.